he said something about me being soft or something. My job, basically my part-time job, is when I go to sporting events and I carry like 80 to 100 pounds of things basically on top of my head because I do it for hours at a time. It's pretty strenuous on your spine and your neck. So as I'm sitting here now, it's not helping. So that's the reasoning behind it. Call me what you want, but it's pretty strenuous. Um, Anyway, so we're gonna play this next game, and or watch the next game, cast the next game, what have you, and let's get to it. So, Daut here, the winner of the last game. I assume it was the first game they played last time. I could be completely wrong. Also, didn't have time to do the scores. They played too fast. So, game one, what I assume was game one, Daut had the victory, and he is here in the blue, while Hera is here in the green, and he's looking to get some vengeance. It was a pretty interesting game, but kind of standard Hun Wars, I think. And Daut, that's pretty much all he's been playing, and he's pretty well known for playing 1v1 Hun Wars. So, we have Daut here in the blue, and let's take a look at his map. He has the gold on the back, and I really like Daut's map, honestly. He has a very close wood line here. He's very close wood line here. He probably would have chose this wood line, but the berries are right next to it. This wood line also could be collected. I mean, you could easily pop a lumber camp here and just wall towards his TC. So he is like the Illuminati of lumber camps available to him. And then he has the gold in the back, stone in the back, which is all very good. So for Hera's map, he has the gold right above his TC, so it's not the worst situation for him. It's quite far away from his TC, so he will have to secure it. He has this lumber right here, very close to his TC, very nice. And his other wood line, quite forward, probably not the best location, but he definitely could use this. So unlike last game, he really only had one wood line that he could use in the early game. This one he could use. Also, this one he could easily build a second lumber camp on. So that's better for Hera. To answer your questions, the job is it's a vending job, so I'm essentially the beer guy. So I was at the Ravens and Seahawks game. I do Baltimore Eagles. I do concerts and games wherever. But I do a lot of Ravens games, and so you carry as much as you possibly can so you don't have to go back and get more. Right? That's the point. So to walk long distances, if you have it like here, you can't see, but if you have it like here, you just can't do it. You can't walk like that. Plus, it's a lot of strain on your arms because you're carrying like, a lot of weight. So the best way to do it is to hold it above your head and, just plop it on your head. So, there you go. Cool story, bro, right? These will probably be uploaded to YouTube as well, and people are like, what? So confused. So, yep, just more reason to watch the stream, guys. Anyway, Barrick's going up here from Daut. He has 5 on wood. We were actually discussing interesting builds earlier when we were watching the classic games, and he's now sending his 6th over to wood. I assume this means he's going to be drushing, but have to see. I'm seeing the palisade wall coming up from Daut now, and I'm wondering if he's just going to wall the whole map, because he could wall here very easily, right? He could also wall this pretty easily as well, but that is a huge risk. But it's often done on the back of a drush. But he's going to do it quite early. I mean, honestly, he's sending 2 villagers right now are walling. I don't know. I don't think this build order, anyway, is all that odd. Having 6 on wood is actually ideal at this point because he's already investing into the drush, and he's going to need to make farms pretty much immediately every time he gets 60 food, and you're going to see this, like, right this second happen. But apparently not. Apparently Daut does not want to make farms, and he should be making farms right now. I mean, I feel like I know what I'm talking about. He should be making farms. Oh, he's going to get loom, but okay, I'm just going to shut up. Anyway, shut up for the rest of the stream. Hera's on his way up to the next stage, kind of doing standard stuff. Looks like he's built us another lumber camp there. Just an interesting position. Would have preferred it maybe behind the wood line, so it was a little bit less available to any drush that would come in or any scouts. But for now, it looks as though he should be fine. He's going to build his barracks there, and he's probably going to go scouts. The wall is pretty much completed for Daut, and there are all the farms. There are all the farms. So, you know what? Daut is a little bit slower than me, obviously. I'm just way ahead of him mentally. And, you know, there's just things that some people just can't do that I can. Okay. Obviously, hopefully you sense the sarcasm that was just spewing from my mouth there. Drush coming in, and Daut's going to have to use his quick mind to micro this as his Hera. Quick mind that I don't have. And lots on gold from Hera early on as well. So he's probably going, yeah, 2 ranges. And 2 ranges. Interesting decision. I mean, he's already up to the feudal age. I'm interested to see his scouting, and I'd really like to see him save his villagers so I can look at the scouting. But nope, we gotta focus. Are these villagers gonna die? One villager, well, really nice there from Hera. He's killed the scout, he's walled in the scout and his villagers, so the villager's safe, and now I could potentially fight this rush. And wow, that was really nice play there from Hera. He really had a bad job with the quick walls last time. But he's fighting off this rush easily. He could even send an archer or 2 here and kill those militia. Now, what I wanted to focus on was the scouting here. And he could pretty much assume the walling's coming up, I think. If you look, he's seeing double palisade wall from Daut. And so he probably saw this first layer and said, okay, Daut's full walling. And I'm going to then go archery ranges and try and fire over top of these walls. So 1 archer behind this wood line could cause problems. Daut's not going to have anything offensive really, and you know, that's probably a better choice than for Hera. Not to mention that the archers are much more eco-friendly. You're not spending any food. You can get up to the next stage a little bit quicker, and there you go. Hera has now found these palisade walls. I wonder if he'll be inclined. He doesn't know this is where the lumber camp is, but if he were to know that, he could possibly sit behind there with +1 at some point and at least delay some of those lumberjacks. But he's going to fire upon these palisade walls. It's going to take some time. He's going to bring the scout over, so it'll take less time. But there you go. That scout being brought over means he's going to have the line of sight on where the lumber camp is. So archer range is coming up there from Daut, which I think is an interesting position. Like, why do you wall the entire map and then build your archery ranges there? I'm not so sure. I mean, you could have at least built them, like, behind here in case these archers got in, but, okay. But anyway, Daut's resources probably catered towards clicking up to the castle age. He's going to do that now, and that's a decent time. Decent time. Considering it's Daut, I probably could have expected better from him. But he is going to have to deal with this pressure now from Hera. And Hera, is he going to throw anything else? Yes, he is. He has the villagers. I just sensed that a tower would come up on this wood line. And there you go. The tower's going to come up. And this is the thing for Hera. He's going to have to... This tower's going to, you know, work. It's going to definitely delay this wood line. But there's wood here as well. There's wood here as well from Daut. The Illuminati wood, which we pointed out earlier. And if Daut is just walled behind this as well... So the worry now for Hera is if he's unable to do the damage now, is he able to hold off Daut until he can get up to the castle age? We'll see. But for now, it looks as though he might just get in here, and he might be able to push in. Can Daut even quick wall behind this in time? I'm not so sure. There's only 2 villagers here, and these archers are going to get in. More villagers are going to come over, and they just might, but the villagers are going to be exposed. And how many villagers are going to go down? I'm just going to say it, I like to see it when wallers die. I do. I don't care who the player is. But 2 villagers down, that villager's on 1 HP, and that palisade wall, it's going to go down. These archers coming out in the counter, and Daut's going to have to do similar damage then to Hera, but this is going to be bad. I talked about, like, the Illuminati wood, but... Another Vil going down, and he can't access any of the Illuminati wood right now. This is this is not good for Daut, and his play, his choice was really ill-advised looking back, wasn't it? I mean, just really didn't work out for him. And another Vil going down, and Hera, fantastic micro there. He's gonna have to be careful because the upgrades are gonna come in for Daut, but Daut's actually not going to even engage this amount of archers. He's just gonna send everything forward, and he has them right here onto the gold then of Hera, and there's 4 villagers down for Hera. And Hera's stopped his villagers running as well, 5. And this is the thing for Hera now, is he needs to defend. We talked about this earlier. He's lost 6 total villagers now. He also needs to stay on the offensive. But we'll see if he can do that. Daut could easily pull this back on 22 vills. Daut is, and Hera's throwing so much away. He's kind of getting close. Is he going to win this fight? I think it's going to be an even trade, honestly, because Daut can just reproduce with numbers. Back on this side as well, looks like Daut is going to get cleaned up. But Hera, he's struggling now. He needed to definitely get on some stone. It looks like he did that. He's going to have to pretty much protect all of his resources with towers. But, you know, in the Castle Age is Daut, and Daut, even though he's down 9 villagers, he could turn that around awful quick, and we've seen a lot of villagers die this far. He has gained his wood lines back. He's had his gold for quite a while. Lots of dead bodies there, but he is going to push out now. And he has the range as well. He has the added range, the crossbow upgrade, and Hera, he's going to have to get up to the Castle Age himself. So he has a tower there on that wood line. So as far as the wood line goes, I think this is the really only area that's a worry. So that's going to have to wrap around to this side. The stone is not towered. He has enough stone almost for 2 towers though, so I think he might just be inclined to save it and just run. And he's going to defend with skirms. He's going to click up shortly, and Hera might just be okay. But in come the units now. He did a nice little quick wall again there from Hera. You notice that he did the palisades and the archery range, and he's killed 2 units there from Daut. And Daut's going to try and fight this. There's skirmishers there, and I think Hera is going to try and fight this as well. There's not that many crossbows there, but they're focusing down the archers. 2 archers down, 0 units down for Daut. And Daut getting another archer. And he's going to try and focus down the archers, of course. Finally losing a unit, but I don't know how I feel about the chase there from Hera as more crossbows come underneath his tower. And that's the thing. You can't send all of your army after a couple units and then leave the rest of your base exposed. He will clean this up shortly, but, you know, is really, really poor. He's not able to collect gold here, and he's gonna struggle. Right now he's at 25 gold. He is creating mainly skirmishers. He doesn't have all that much for upgrades, and he's only 5 vills ahead. And this is the thing, of course, he's still on his way to the Castle Age, so he's going to struggle because second TC could come up for Daut. On the way up to the Castle Age means your TC's idle, and so Daut, he's going to be creating villagers. Well, idle TC now, but I assume that is something that he will do, and it should be fairly even. So Daut has pulled this back just a little bit, and it's somewhat of a close game now. Daut still has this easy wall, and Hera might be inclined just to try and boom. Daut might be inclined to go offensive, because, well, Daut can pretty much do whatever he wants. I mean, if he needs to hide, he can, but he can also go aggressive and hide behind his walls. He can hide and boom. It's kind of interesting how these players play. So Daut's going to just sit underneath this tower now. How many villas are going to go down? Well, none, actually. And Hera, seeing that just in time, needs to definitely run. A couple villas will go down here. There's 1, and there is 2, and 3. Wow, Hera collecting the straggler tree there, losing 3 villagers, and that's really, really messy stuff. So back on this side, Hera's actually pushed in, and you know, these palisade walls were deleted so the cav archers could leave the walls from Daut, but now units can enter as well. What has Hera done though? What is his choice here? He has a lot on stone. He's still sending more over to stone. Well, one over to stone. Okay, he might just change that as well. I'm interested because he has 500 stone right now. He getting close to where he could get a castle up. He's definitely going to need a TC at some point on a wood line. While Daut, he's gone up to a second TC already, and a second TC, that's a huge deal. We saw the eco difference right last game between Daut and Hera, and paid off. And there you go. There's a TC on the wood line I was talking about as Hera pushes out with that TC there. Is he getting any other TCs up? I don't think so. Still, kind of... Oh, there we go. I was going to say, where did all his stone go? Went into a TC and a tower. Definitely scared of all the raiding that Daut can throw at him right now, it looks like. And Daut's just sitting back. He's just booming here, and he's going to get up his third TC now. And Hera has his scout there, and that's interesting. He could certainly scout out to the... It's kind of similar to Arena if these walls go from Daut, where having the scout inside the base would be really nice. If you sneak that in there, it's really nice. You can see what the opponent's doing with their eco. But Cav Archers are here now from Hera. He's killed 3 villagers, and will he kill the farm? No. Yeah, he will actually. He's killed 4 villagers now total. He's going to pick off that villager as well. That's a really nice raid from Hera. He should be able to kill these villagers as well, or at least one of them. 2 of them. 3 of them? 3? I mean, I would go for it. Definitely. I mean, these units are going to die. They can't leave the walls now, surely. Daut's trying to chase him down. That was really huge from Hera. He's going to try and maximize these Cav Archers now. He's going to have to try and do some nice micro to get anything out of them. And he's killed 2 units, but he's going to lose his entire army. But Hera needs to boom as well. That's what Daut's doing back at home. Daut has 3 TCs total. Hera's just going up now to his 3rd. Daut could easily push back out. He has, well, more villagers pumping, but he's just lost an awful lot. So he's actually down 5 villagers, which is why, you know, you need to take good fights. And I said I like it when wallers die, and I kind of do. I mean, Daut leaving his wall open, it's what he gets after all the walling here on Arabia. It's okay to wall. I think walling is certainly a strategic thing, but double palisade walling, come on, man. So we have still booming from Daut. He is catching up quite a bit though, because he has had that extra TC for quite a while. Just getting horse collar, which is interesting. That's an upgrade you normally see much earlier, but he's going to push out now and try and cause problems for a Hera. Now, I don't think there's really many places that Daut can go. If you look at this wood line, looks like units patrolling there for Hera. He has 2 towers. This gold, there's a tower there, and partially that gold could be disrupted. So we'll have to see. But Hera is gonna try and defend, or at least attack here. Send these units out instead of defend. And he has his Cav Archers here, and he's going through the palisade walls again. And he's going to just push on in. Look at all the villagers running for their lives. And Daut really seems to be struggling right now with dealing with this pressure. He's doesn't know where to go. Offensively, he didn't do anything. He's coming back now to defend. He can't collect any gold underneath this tower now. And Hera causing problems, but he needs to do something with this because he could be trapped within the walls. He's bringing in his other army here, and getting a kill there on Daut. But his Cav Archers standing underneath the tower, just be careful. I did hear a university come up, and that was Hera's. He's going to go for ballistics, and that could help with the fights. Also, if Hera holds this hill, he could stay in his base all day. It's going to be really hard for Daut to fight up that hill. And Hera now with 3 more vills. He is still just trying to hold this advantage in this location. I think it's funny that Daut walled, and then he's just like pushed back even further. He's really struggling right now. As far as upgrades are concerned, they are level. Oh, there's no bloodlines actually for Daut, and that could be a huge deal in any big fights here. Hera splitting up his army, and gonna get a villager here potentially. Daut is not paying attention. He's paying attention up here. I like splitting up the army, but you have to be careful. If you get caught out of position with one of them, you regret it. Hera picking off a villager here, picking off a cav archer here. Hera's all over the place. Can disrupt this gold and this gold, depending. And he does have this hill. And he's going to try and max. He does have skirms and crossbows, which is good. And killing more villagers up here as well. Hera is all over Daut right now. 8 more villagers. And has the military offensive. He's going to bring more cav archers in. And I don't see how Daut can really do anything right now, honestly. The cav archers are pushing in. And they have the hill here. 1 more villager going down. Lots of idols for Daut. 26 idols for Daut. That's insane. And the... where are they, actually? Holy cow. They're all in the TCs. And there's just great positioning from Hera. His micro is fantastic to be able to control all these armies. And though there's only a 6 fill difference, there's been so much idle time for Daut that Hera's already clicked up. And he's now coming down here. He's going to pick off that vill as well. Daut's just now going Elite Skirmisher to try and defend this, but I don't think Daut can actually defend it at this point. When you're in the Imperial Age, you can do so much more against Elite Skirmishers. And a just wonderful use of splitting up the army here from Hera. And it's so hard to defend. It's just as hard to do as it is to defend, though. And so credit to Hera for what he's done thus far. So he's getting husbandry in now. I'm wondering if he's actually going to be going for the choice of light cav. But either way, he can enter Daut's base any place he pleases. He can go here, he can go here, and with the positioning he has, he can break down the palisades any way he wants either. He's still holding this hill, and he might even take this fight as well. I mean, there's still no bloodlines for Daut. There's still no +2 defense for Daut. But there are skirms for Daut, so that's a huge thing, and Hera needs to be careful not to fight skirms. Skirms, their job is to counter archers, so you don't want to fight skirms with archers. Cav archers, not good, no bueno versus the skirms, and there went the cav archers. However, getting scale barding now, and that is a whole mess of stables coming up. Well, stables and archery ranges from Hera. Is he still making... No, it looks like he is going to be saving up a lot of resources for, looks like light cav, and getting bracer now, so he will potentially stay with the cav archers and go light cav, which is kind of standard. So, where's Daut sitting at right now? I guess he is somewhat close to clicking up to the Imperial Age. That's normally something that's good, but in this situation, it's not really. You know, Hera's already there. He's already getting the upgrades in. He already has bracer. He's going to get chemistry now as well. Chemistry takes a long time to research, but he's going to get chemistry before Daut gets up to Imp. I was going to say before he even clicks, but he's just clicked now. And it's funny how players mess with the things you want to say. Hera still needs to be careful because he's taking interesting fights here. He just lost a couple units there to the Mangonel. He just avoided that shot, and he's going to take down that Mangonel now. But still, in these tight spaces, he needs to be careful. The skirms could clear out his cav archers, even in the Castle Age. It could do that. He shouldn't be doing this, in my opinion. It's just too hard to micro with the skirms. He's losing too many gold units. Well, the Mangonel's coming out there from Daut. That was really ill-advised. Still, Hera is holding this position quite well. There's not enough skirmishers from Daut, and this is the real problem. We're gonna have light cav coming in from Hera, and pretty much all that Daut has right now is skirms. The light cav will just destroy everything. Cav archers are gonna go down eventually, though. But in come the villagers from Hera, and is he going to place a castle somewhere? That would be really nice. He's going to place a castle right there on the stone, and his units are bugging out because they can't run that way, but he's going to send in the light cav. Light cav are going to have +3 defense shortly, and if you look at Daut's army composition, it's all anti-archer. It was actually quick-walled this up with palisades, but he's trying to stonewall as well. That's really bad, Daut. It's really bad because there's cav archers there. Not going to be able to finish that wall now. And, yeah, I mean, anyway, it's all anti-archer units, really. its skirms, its mangonels, the light calf, and soon to be hussar are going to just tear everything apart. And there's the GG. That was a fantastic game from Hera, honestly. I thought for a moment there, Daut might be able to pull it back because of the way that well, the upgrades that Daut had in the Castle Age and such, but Hera's early game pressure was fantastic to push in through the walls, and all game his pressure, his micro was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. So they're gonna play again. They're gonna do it. They said we want to do it for you, T90. So you guys should be thankful. You guys should be.